lies.
Welcome back to BodyBags. This is week number 431. This is the theme week, and the theme is Dollar Tree movies. Yeah. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and today we're going to be talking about the Alpha Test. The Alpha Test is a 2020 film which runs approximately 87 minutes and is written and directed by Aaron Mertz. He was responsible for Painted in Blood, Ouijacraft, and American Hunt. This stars Mac Beta as a neighbor. He was in A Week Away, Ouijacraft, and some TV. Brad Benjamin as JD. He was in Curse of the Nun, American Hunt, and Painted in Blood. And David Ditmore as a liquor store snob. He was in the reenactment, 60 Minutes to Live or Die, and Potter's Ground. Now, this film was shot in 15 days. And here's the story. JD comes home. He still lives with his family, mom and dad, and he has a younger sister. He wins a contest because he is a computer programmer, and he writes the best computer program. Now, this movie is set in the future, and what he wins is a home assistant named Alpha. Now, these are very expensive, and let's just say JD's family is of modest means. Alpha is a robot and is programmed to be their assistant. But there's a little bit difference between Alpha and Alexa, who is actually listening to my conversation right now. And I saw what they were trying to go with this.
I don't have an answer.
There we go. There she is. So I saw what they were trying to do with this. In a lot of homes nowadays, they have this device, which I'm not going to say what it is because then she'll interrupt my video again. So they were kind of trying to make it in the future where it would be automated cars and home assistants that were robots with artificial intelligence that were able not only to learn, but also to feel. Now, the family, especially the mom, is not a big fan of the future. She doesn't drive an automated car where most people do because she had a bad experience and her friend was killed by a robot automated car. So, of course, she's not very happy that this home assistant is in her house. Needless to say, it rubs off on the family except for the daughter and the son. The son just looks at it as a contest win and something to help out the family. The daughter takes it a little bit more seriously and becomes best friends with Alpha. She teaches Alpha to stand up for herself. And of course, Alpha learns from stuff around the house, like television, where they're watching horror films. Kind of reminds you of Child's Play, doesn't it? The remake. So I knew what they were trying to go for here. What happens is she is treated poorly by a majority of the family, except for the daughter, of course. And Alpha learns to stand up for herself, but doesn't quite learn the consequences of her actions. Yeah, I'm going to leave the story there. This movie is not going to be for everybody. I really enjoyed it myself. I've always said as a horror fan, you have to be able to suspend disbelief. Because if you really sit down, because I did when I was watching it, and no, it didn't take away from the film, but I picked holes in the entire plot. I picked holes in the premise. I picked holes in the kind of the world that they were living in general. But if you're able to just kind of sit back, pop some popcorn, drink some beer, or soda, and just look at it for what it is, which is basically a robot slasher movie. Then you're really going to get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I think people take things way too seriously. And I understand that there's a message in this film. You know, the message is basically the same message that was in Blade Runner years ago. And the tagline was, "Man has made his match. Now it's his problem." That's kind of what they were trying to say with this film, but with a very low budget. Now, the robot's creepy, the blood does flow, and I had a really good time with this film, so I do recommend it. But just know what you're getting yourself into. If you're ready to have a fun time with a robot slasher, watch this film. If you're one of the people, like some of the people I know, who likes to sit down and analyze every little thing, this is probably not the movie for you. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.